Your stellar lineage memory, roots that heal, destiny that blooms. Quantum opening. Life pulses like a river of light threading generations. The body listens to ancient songs. The soul answers with new scores. Lineage becomes a living bridge where ancestors hand over symbols and the future receives direction. Stellar memory ignites when what was inherited is honored and what continues is chosen consciously. Time turns into a spiral when presence blesses every link. Directores Section 1. Deep View. The Legacy as a Living Garden. A lineage resembles a forest with interlaced roots and crowns open to the sky. Every leaf whispers stories of love, struggle, silence, and celebration. In the fertile soil lie old pacts, invisible loyalties, and treasures of intact wisdom. In the filtered light dance, new possibilities longing for embodiment. Nothing in the lineage is a punishment. Everything is raw material. Repetitions are not sentences, they are invitations. When a pattern returns to the door, it does not demand fear, it asks for presence. The gaze becomes medicine when it decides to see with dignity what once was seen with guilt or shame. Archetypes in the journey of the soul. The guardian of roots. Holds the inner ground and remembers belonging. From this calm, the permission to rest without excuses is born. The walker of bridges. Honors what was received and chooses what continues. The step is firm, the heart attentive, the word clear. The weaver of destinies. Takes loose threads of pain and turns them into useful beauty. Compassion in motion is the art of the loom. The fire of rebirth. Burns loyalties that prevent growth. No bitter ash remains, only fertile soil and an open horizon. For the solar child. Brings play, curiosity, and song. Innocence is not fragility, it is power that remakes reality without hatred. The soul embraces these archetypes, and the clan breathes differently. The past is dignified, the present organizes itself. The future opens like a fan of luminous options. Rononorotta, Section 2. Scientific and Psychological Foundations. Ancestral healing is not only symbolic work, it is also applied neurobiology, psychology with purpose, and culture aware of itself. Neural networks are plastic, the nervous system can learn safety, the mind reframes stories, the body records new rhythms of calm. Transpersonal psychology. Identity expands beyond the biographical self. Non-ordinary states reveal meaning, unity, and purpose. Trauma ceases to be an incomprehensible abyss and becomes a door to greater compassion. The numinous experience integrates into daily life with simple, sustainable habits. The mountain reveals its view and the village receives its water. Humanistic psychology. A person blossoms when seen with unconditional acceptance. Authenticity regulates better than masks. Values become true north, and behavior aligns by congruence, not pressure. Personal development stops being a race and becomes a dance between inner coherence and service to life. Clinical principles that sustain the process. Emotion-coupled neuroplasticity. Affective repetition installs new maps. Interoception and regulation. Feeling the body kindly turns safety into an inner habit. Conscious narrative. The brain responds to stories that organize experience and grant meaning. Cardiorespiratory coherence. Rhythmic breathing with heart-focused attention elevates clarity and calm. Symbolic examples. A grandmother silenced her musical talent to survive. The echo becomes a granddaughter's stage panic. The granddaughter sings little by little before friends, breathes through the heart, and anchors permission with a hand on the throat. Panic lowers its volume. The lineage hears the song come home. A great-grandfather, a merchant, collapsed under others' fraud. A grandson avoids charging for his work. The grandson honors the ancestor with a candle and a written acknowledgement, learns transparent budgeting, and creates a mantra of ethical worthiness. The nervous system discovers that charging clearly does not repeat harm, it restores balance. Warnaker Section 3. Applied biodecoding. The body as an archive of symbols. The body stores pending emotions and silent pacts. Each zone expresses a page of the clan's book. Listening without blame translates biological poetry into clarity and action. Body zones and lineage themes, throat and jaw, swallowed truth, interrupted boundaries, intense loyalty to silence, liberation, warm compress on throat, humming with lips closed, one sentence of boundary spoken in a mirror, later, the same sentence delivered with kindness to the right person, chest and lungs, grief without a long enough river, fear of burdening others, liberation, palm to sternum and between shoulder blades, sighing exhale, listing 3 names or places to thank, tears welcomed like rain returning to the ocean, liver and right ribs, righteous anger, inherited injustice, duty to hold resentment, liberation. 2 minutes of gentle shaking, writing one precise ethical action within personal control, completing it within 24 hours. Stomach and gut, hypervigilance, anticipatory fear, scarcity scripts, liberation, slow meal without screens, low vowel toning in the belly, one sentence of abundance rooted in service, lower back and hips, burden myths, over responsibility for the clan, liberation, hip circles, delegate one task, trace a vertical line of light along the spine and say, I release what is not mine to carry. Skin, boundary confusion, invisibility agreements, liberation, self-oil massage, 3 permissions spoken aloud, more space, more rest, more sunlight. 3-step release path 1, acknowledge, name the emotional climate and the ancestral echo. 2, alchemize, add breath, warmth, and rhythmic movement. Let sound carry what words cannot. 3, act, translate the message into behavior that alters the relational equation. Small, specific, repeatable. The body is loyal to your last clear instruction. When honored, symptoms often soften. Sometimes they complete their work and quietly depart. Section 4. Quantum NLP Tools for Ancestral Repatterning Language organizes reality. Imagery compiles it, state powers it. NLP becomes quantum when guided by soul values and somatic honesty. 4.1. The Ancestral Reframe. Identify. A repeating family sentence. In our family, love equals sacrifice, or money breaks trust. Surface. A memory that contradicts it, even if small. Bridge. With a believable belief. I am learning to love without self-erasure. I am willing to earn with integrity. Install canes with body posture, breath pace, and a tactile anchor, thumb to finger press. 4.2. The 7-Seat Council. Sit with eyes closed and imagine 7 chairs. Roots, courage, truth, tenderness, wisdom, play, and future. Invite. One ancestor or symbolic figure to each seat who embodies that quality. State your present dilemma in one sentence. Listen, as each seat offers a short phrase, no arguing, only receiving. Synthesize, a single action aligned with at least 3 seats, anchor with a breath and a gesture. 4.3. Identity Swish for Lineage Patterns. Trigger image, the moment before repeating the old pattern. Target image, you acting from rooted freedom, spine tall, voice warm, boundary clear. Swish, 5 to 7 times, sending the trigger dim and distant while the target arrives bright and close with a soft exhale. Future pace. One realistic scene this week and watch yourself choose the new path. 4.4. Timeline Blessing. Float above a family scene where the pact began. Drop a golden thread from your current heart into that moment. Watch one small variable shift toward safety. A door opens, breath returns, a helper appears. Return to now. Press anchor. Step forward as the upgrade. 4.5. Ecological Check. Confirm that the new pattern supports your values, benefits more than one person, and is sustainable over time. Adjust intensity to the capacity of your nervous system. Respect is the fastest path. Sia, Section 5, Spiritual Perspective and Christ Consciousness. The heart learns to love with boundaries. Christ consciousness is the geometry of unity that turns love into behavior without erasing uniqueness. Forgiveness becomes advanced hygiene, compassion becomes intelligent policy, generosity becomes sensible design. The Buddhist insight of emptiness adds spaciousness. Identity is open, forms arise and dissolve. Belonging does not require clinging. When unity and emptiness embrace, lineage stops demanding repetition and starts offering guidance. Ancestors are no longer weights, they become winds at your back. Arcturian mentors stabilize the structural light that holds your field coherent. Pleiadian kinesin tune tenderness into brave expression. Andromedan guardians widen horizon so choice ripens without panic. Seraphic currents braid gold into your aura whenever reverence replaces reaction. The masters do not ask for perfection, they invite sincerity. Repetition of small ethical acts is the most mystical of practices. Maracas, Section 6, Integrative Ritual, the 7-Generation Bridge, 22 minutes, a daily practice to weave roots and destiny. Minutes 1 to 4, ground and heart light. Spine long, inhale for 5, exhale for 6. A soft light in the chest widens with every exhale. Whisper, I belong, I am safe, I am guided. Minutes 5 to 7, root scan. From soles to pelvis, notice sensations. Name them softly. Warm, tight, wide, trembling. Place both hands on the lower belly. Feel weight and ground. Minutes 8 to 10, counsel breath. With each inhale, invite one quality. Roots, courage, truth. With each exhale, invite another. Tenderness, wisdom, play, future. Complete one full cycle. Minutes 11 to 14, quantum NLP encoding. State one outcome for today linked to lineage healing, present tense and sensory rich. Fire your tactile anchor. Rehearse a 30-second microscene where the outcome is already living. Minutes 15 to 18, biodecoding release. Choose one body zone carrying the family echo. Apply warmth or touch. Hum or sigh. Rock gently. Speak one truth that liberates that zone. Minutes 19 to 21, Christic compassion. Right hand on heart, left on navel. Inhale, one life. Exhale, through this life. Offer a quiet blessing to one ancestor and one descendant, a child you know or the future community. Minute 22, seal. Name one action that expresses the new pattern. Schedule it or do it immediately. Bow the head slightly and step into the day. Weekly deepening, optional. One 45-minute session to create something that serves your line. Write a letter of gratitude. Cook a family recipe with new nourishment. Design a transparent money ritual for your business. 3 applied arenas. Health. Coherent breath reduces survival chemistry. The liver protocol transforms resentment into assertion. Meals become alliances with ground rather than battlegrounds for shame. Relationships. Boundaries stop being barbed wire and become rivers that allow everything to live. The walker of bridges speaks needs without theatrics. Tenderness and clarity share the same room. Work and prosperity. Ethical pricing becomes an act of repair. The weaver of destinies turns talent into offerings. Profit measures value delivered, not a substitute for meaning. Derales, pocket tools. 2 breath reset. 1 clearing sigh, 1 coherent breath. Continue from center. 5-word truth. Distill complexity into 5 slow words. Intimacy without flooding. Mirror blessing. 1 minute each morning, hand on heart. I treat myself like someone I love. Boundary bell. A soft ring of light at arm's length. Expand when porous, narrow when crowded. Gratitude. Ledger. 3 precise thank yous nightly. Details teach the nervous system to trust goodness. Das's codes, decrees, and geometry. Arcturian octahedron. Cobalt light spinning 2 feet before the heart. Stabilizes non-reactivity. Pleiadian flower. Crystalline lattice rising from the feet to meet the heart light. Refines tenderness into courage. Seraphic thread. Sun gold filament through the crown. Remembers innocence without naivety. Decree of lineage alignment. I honor my roots and choose my destiny. I bless what came before and I embody what continues. My body is a sanctuary. My voice is a bridge. My life is repair in motion. For a 40-day arc of integration. In days 1 to 7. Breath, heart light, root scan. Days 8 to 14. Add counsel breath and outcome rehearsal. Days 15 to 21. Belief re-imprint and identity swish applied to one family sentence. Days 22 to 28. Deepen biodecoding releases and weekly service. Days 29 to 40. Synthesize, prune the ornamental, protect the essential, share one gift weekly with one person in your line, backwards or forwards. Consistency becomes momentum. Momentum becomes culture. Culture becomes destiny. Closing of high vibration. Master phrase. I walk as belonging. I speak as clarity. I create as blessing. Quantum challenge for the next 24 hours. Offer one concrete repair to your line. Pay an old debt. Thank a silent helper. Price your work with transparency. Or sing the song someone never could. Anchor the feeling for 10 seconds. Let the body memorize quiet goodness. Activation code. Rakai El Soma. Whisper on a single exhale. Feel crown, heart, and belly harmonize. See the cobalt octahedron brighten before your heart. Walk as the bridge, rooted and luminous. Con amor, Andrew.